Indeed, colour splashed all the way around Hampden Park. Sometimes wonder how they can get up there and stay up. They look like the hippie version of the Andrews sisters. Well, there we are. There's a better shot of them now. And I think everybody is now looking towards the tunnel, and indeed, out come the team. The teams going to their respective halves for the presentation. We were assured, and there is the Prime Minister, Mrs. Thatcher, making her first public appearance. She's been at Hampden since about 1:45, and that is the first view we've had of her since she arrived. She's had lunch, and I think she's eagerly anticipating seeing a stirring and exciting game, and I hope she thoroughly enjoys herself. And reporters from both sides making the noises as the presentation party comes out. Mr. Dennis Thatcher has followed in the rear. There's William Ross, who used to be the Secretary of State for Scotland, chatting. Different political party, of course, but on a football occasion, that rapport exists in the expectancy of a fine football match. And Scotland the Brave, to signify the 103rd Scottish Cup final. Scotland the Brave, a stirring song. The entire box of dignitaries standing up as it was played. And now the presentation of players. All down the line they go. Must be very nervous out there. Dave Bowman, Jim McInally playing against the club that he left some years ago. David Neary, young Kevin Gallagher, whose grandfather Patsy Gallagher was one of the greats of the Celtic side of former years. Eamon Bannon, regarded by many, including Ali MacLeod beside me, as one of the key players. Mark McGee, Billy Stark, Paul McStay, the Football Writers Player of the Year, Mick McCarthy, who's had an up-and-down season because of injury, largely, Andy Walker, the very prolific goal scorer, with the Celtic chairman in the foreground. Anton Rogan, Tommy Burns, and Billy McNeil looking very resplendent, wearing his favour and a smart suit made for the occasion. Oh, he's got a lot of experience now, Billy. Jim McLean's at the other end, looking as impassive as ever. Somebody said, Jim, there's a bullet to your back. With Bjorn turned round, and might even take it on for that matter. And also the managers. It'd be interesting if you tripped over our camera cable there, but injury before the game. Celtic to their end, Dundee United to theirs. We're mentioning Bannon, but I suppose the only areas of the ground which we were perturbed about were the penalty areas, which were a little bit bare. So it might be just a possibility of rather silly mistakes happening, Ali.
Yeah, when I look at the teams, I just wonder where they're going to play Aiken. They've got three central defenders lined up. I'm wondering whether they'll play Aiken in the front of the two or behind them, because it's a very vital area. Because that's Dundee United's strength, is this midfield, where they've come thundering through.
Well, there is the team with Roy Aiken, captain. Roy, who plays in midfield for Scotland, can play anywhere for Celtic, but has, of course, been holding their defence together, playing with young men this season, and, of course, with the defence having to change occasionally. He has been very much the mainstay of the side in defence. The possibility would be, though, that the course of the game were running against Celtic for Roy Aiken to push forward. Dundee United again. That's their side. Dave Bowman, who's been converted from midfield into an outright defender. Maurice Malpa's very intelligent player. Jim McInally's role, vital one, Ali.
Yeah, McInally is the one ball winner in their team. And I'll be interested to see. I know Bannon winds up with number 7, but I think he'll play in the left. I'll be most surprised if he doesn't. But Jim turns up with new ideas at every game, so he might just play in the outside right position.
Yes, when you're dealing with a manager like Jim McLean, and of course Billy McNeill, but I think particularly McLean, you've really got to wait until a ball is kicked before you try to discern an actual formation that the game is going to be played for.
That's correct. Jim will have made up his mind. He'll play one way against the wind and the other way with it. So he'll depend on whether he wins the toss or not.
There's the referee today, George Smith from Edinburgh. One of the highlights of his career this will be, coming to a Scottish Cup final. And I think everybody hopes that he has a good game, that he stamps his authority early on, that he gets the best out of the players, that there is no indiscipline. This game will be seen eventually throughout the world. It is a showpiece, and I think the referee will be very conscious of that. By the way, these things work out. I think everybody's a bit jittery because everything went over much more quickly than they might have budgeted for, so they've had to hold back the toss-up. Here it is now, Maurice Malpa's Roy Aiken. All right, Ali, put you on the spot. Which way would you kick if you won the toss?
If I was Dundee United, I would take a chance and play against the wind for the first half and just hope to contain Celtic for the opening 10 minutes.
Well, Dundee United have won the toss, and I think you're right. I think they're staying as they are. They're playing against the wind. That's you winning 1-0. You can still hear the constant barrage of noise from the terracing. That growl of anticipation rising to the crescendo of shrieks. And the volume of support, in particular for Celtic, is enormous. Of a crowd of 75,310 to be absolutely precise, that is the official figure given for Hampden now in capacity. Celtic have about 60,000 supporters there. Celtic in their centenary year. Dundee United 21 years younger. Almost an infant by comparison. Different styles, but the same hunger to win the 103rd Scottish Cup final. A brilliant McStay, but just taken very quickly by Jim McInally. And there is Alan McKnight. This is something that perhaps we have not emphasised, the coming of young Alan McKnight, rather surprisingly, into this final side. I'm sure McKnight was delighted to get his first touch of the ball. Pull it, he's saying. Bit of a tussle before the ball got to them there. Miller. Oh, he's not being given time to bring that down. There was no free kick. Eamon Bannon. Looks there, but that is a free kick. Quickly taken. Morris. You saw Eamon Bannon in that kind of left midfield role there. I think you'll see a lot of that. He's got to be accurate. Billy Thompson trying to dump that into the wind. Another foul there, I think. Patelaine and the big Finn backing in. Mick McCarthy. He'll be in Germany for the European Championships, of course. High one to Miller. Morris Malthus looking after Miller. There's Kevin Gallagher. First real touch of it. Free kick. George Smith right up with the play, and as I said, it's important for him to stamp his authority on this match immediately. Nice touch there by Federlin. He didn't know where the ball had gone, though. Well, Ali, the underfoot conditions obviously are very good, but I think that wind is, in fact, very tricky indeed.
Yes, it's really at the moment the corner flags are not blowing very strong. I think it's now swirling round and round. But both teams are just gradually settling down now. In the next 5 minutes, we should both be ready to go.
Funds coming all the way back. Well, if we're going to get little touches of football, we've got to be smarter than that. There's Mick McCarthy. First corner of the match, and a very good counter-attack by Dundee United coming from Jim McInally. Look at the way he thrust himself forward here. That wasn't a bad ball at all. There were two men who could have gone for it. Corner kick. Billy McKinley getting to it, and that's off the line. Of all people, Paul McStay. That was Paul McStay on the line. He doesn't do that all that often. Another corner kick. Oh, just watch this, McStay at the left-hand post, and there he was. The midfield player back there as a fullback. I think Big Billy ought to give him a bonus for that one. That's McKinley. Beyond Patelainen. No. Oh, he loved that. The ball curling into him. Getting a good grip of it, and with this wind, I wouldn't be a goalkeeper out there for the life of me. This is Rogan. He's got away with that. Quentin Rogan. Oh, that was young Billy McKinley, Ali, getting in there. Good tackle by him.
Yeah. He's finding possibly the first 10 minutes is either going to make or break him in this game. And he's settling down now.
A Joe Miller corner. McCarthy was up for it. And pushing, I think, in fact, by McCarthy. There's McCarthy going all the way back. The Celtic are, in fact, playing the three at the back, Ali.
Yes, they're not taking any chances against this Dundee United. I would just say that near miss that Dundee United had, I felt the goalie should have come for the ball.
Alphas. Just over 5 minutes gone, still no scoring. McAvenny, the tackling is very quick and incisive. Gallagher, beautifully done. Ferguson, Gallagher again, a great tackle by Aiken. And he keeps his cool. Well, Gallagher has always got to threaten, but just at the end there, Roy treated him, well, I think Kevin was almost treated like a schoolboy, the way he just pushed him aside there, but I think Aiken has got to watch that threat. Ferguson. Malphus. Brought to Dundee United, Evan Bannon. Madeleine. Now, McKinley and McAnally have been picking up well in midfield. Ferguson lying deep offside. And I think I would suggest that when Dundee United win possession in midfield, you will see players like Gallagher there, Madeleine and Ferguson, every year's forward, finding out, trying to open up the defence. I think both Celtic players challenging for that, but also the United head. Burns to Rogan. But that wasn't a clever tackle at all by Ferguson, and it's gone right over. Anton Rogan there has played very well for Celtic this season. He comes forward intelligently. He's very, very good in the air for set positions, because Celtic try and get balls thrown towards the far post to him. Aiken watching it very tentatively, and I think the free kick, yes, foul on Aiken. That's all the way through to Thompson. Billy Thompson. Oh dear, you talk about a Hampden hoodoo. Billy has actually never been in a winning side at Hampden Park. Dundee United or St Mirren. 6 times he's been here and lost every time. Magnificent goal by McKay. Just a bit too much. Yes, applauded and rightly so by Joe Miller. That in fact was Paul McStay's first real positive contribution in the game. Ali.
Yes, I think that Dundee United have actually settled down better than Celtic. It's understandable, because Celtic, with this strong wind, are finding the passing just slightly.
There's McKinley. Malphus. Wide in the way, the race is on. Oh, the ball is really speeding through very fast indeed. Wide alongside again, down to the right towards Gallagher. Burns. I think the game is Celtic crying out for some cool football in midfield. Burns is the type who can't provide it. Miller. McAvenny. McKinley just trying a little bit too much, and Bowman stepping in. White. I think that might be a throw. Walker tried to play for the corner kick, I think. Bowman. McCarthy. There's McKinley. Tell you what, that youngster's playing very coolly out there. Patulainen. To McKinley. McInally. Just got that away, and there is the very experienced figure, the oldest man in the field, Paul Hegarty. And Bannon. Haven't seen very much of Bannon so far. Gave me the impression he simply wanted to get rid of that ball that time. Not much else. Joe Miller. We're talking about Joe just at the start of the game as to whether they might have preferred Billy Stark with all his experience. Joe is such a fine player. Oh, just taken away. Stay came up. Here's Miller. Overlapped by Morris, corner kick. Celtic's first of the game. 12 minutes gone. Still no scoring. Miller with it. On towards McCarthy. Tommy Burns can't get the shot in. And there's Bannon. Gallagher holding his own. Beautiful stop there by McStay again. Rogan. Bowman watching, trying to be patient. And I think that came straight off the head of the Celtic player, yes. Goal kick. There were some stories south of the border anyway, certainly splashed that Frank McAvenny there was very unsettled at Celtic Park, but it may just have been one of these occasions where a reporter simply picks up the wrong quote. Bannon. Good run by Bannon. Woof. McKinley was going for that. Walker. Obviously the players finding it difficult to get immediate control. The ball looks very light. Bowman. Good overlap. Corner kick. And Dundee United playing very intelligently out of defence. They're trying the long ball, but they are varying it as well. Almost 15 minutes gone. Knight took that superbly. A real pressure cross, and he doesn't look at all for chance. Ali.
Yeah, that's it now. The young lad's now got his confidence and he's coming for the ball. That first corner, which there was a near miss, he just seemed to freeze. But again, the young lad with Dundee United's playing very well, the young lad McKinley. And he's settled down possibly better than anyone else in the United side.
The game now very even. Just over 15 minutes gone, still no scoring. Burns. Corner kick. And back will come everybody on the Dundee United side, Patulainen included, as the Celtic support take up their choral support. And this backing, as Joe Miller takes a corner. Up it goes, and just taken there by Billy Thompson. That wasn't an easy ball at all to take. He had players buzzing in on top of him. Bannon. Offside. There it is, and there was McAvenny doing extremely well to get up there, and you saw the close attention on a confident-looking goalkeeper. Goalkeepers, on the other hand, haven't really been tested all that much. It's over. Bowman to take this. It looks like David Neri who's down there, yes. An ankle knock. No, he's all right. The physio did come to the line, but he's waving him away. Gallagher. Stay running into trouble. McInally coming up very quickly on him. Morris. Well taken by Malpas, who decides to come forward, the United captain. Padulainen. United, though, lost the initiative of that bust. It's McKinley playing extremely well. Superb ball. Gallagher. That's another corner. Tell you what, the boy McKinley's very impressive, Ali.
Yes, he's really settled down very well, and the right side of the field is doing extremely well. I'm most surprised that Celtic are playing Aiken behind the back men, especially with the wind.
Derek White at the near post. Paul McStay tucked in behind him. Back to Lanen. And away by McAvenny. Walker. Here's Morris. Neatly taken. You say McInally picking up a great deal, and there's nobody far right. Wasted ball by Bannon. Gallagher. Ferguson. That's Hegarty. Wrong side of Padulainen. Well, that could have gone back to Billy Thompson, but a ball like that, it might have bounced very awkwardly for the keeper, putting it back like that. Called out by Miller. Rather protesting the fact. Joe Miller, one of the significant Billy McNeil buys in his transformation of the Celtic team. Races on, and that is too strong. Well, again, Roy Aitken wasn't taking any chances at all. I thought that ball may have gone right over the goal line. I'm sure Celtic and Roy Aitken there has every confidence in the goalkeeper, but the very fact that they've had that change, Ali, you know, it can't be all that happy a situation for them. There's Hegarty coming up, McKinley at the back.
I'd like to see Burns playing more in the game, because Burns and McStay are the two guys in the midfield for Celtic who can really slow this game down to suit them. But at the moment, Dundee United are the more, I would say, the better side at the moment.
Accelerates on again, and great work again by Roy Aitken. Looking right into the sun that time. Can't have been easy. Ferguson. Yes, well, they really are stretching the Celtic defence when they put the ball out to the flanks. Derek White was really extended to get to that. Not much exchange in that. Alan McKnight, one of the players whose international career has been helped by coming to Parkhead. Stay hasn't got into the game yet. Seen just one pass of any note. Bannon got that done well. McInally. No. The angle was all wrong. Idea was right. You had to put it wide. Morris. Back McAvenny on the far side. Paul McStay. It's more like McStay. McAvenny, and that must be just pushed away. Oh, what a miss. The best chance of the game so far. The pressure's still on. No, it all ended, and that was really a dreadful miss. Now the superb play by McStay in midfield, the ball by McAvenny, almost perfection. And that really should have been put away by Miller. He seemed to get up too high, Ali, and down on top of it.
It looked as if the hardest thing to do was miss it. I mean, it's a magnificent play by McStay, but how he missed it. I mean, he got over the ball and headed it down, but it nearly got it in the second bounce.
Well, there's another shot of it. That lovely side-footed pass there, outside of footpath. Billy Thompson beaten, and Miller coming in there, put it down almost at his feet. His own feet at that. Oh, there, Paul McStay, almost a classic profile of him, and a classic profile of how to come from midfield and break a defence out of nothing. By the way, that's the second time that David Neri has been down. He did require attention that time. And he is limping. There he is, trying to flex the joints again. Got there by McAvenny. Look at the pace of the pair of them. And Bowman, I think, got the final touch. It was a bit like the powder hole sprint. Joe Miller. I think he got the edge on that race. Tommy Burns, that's a useful ball again. Oh, up and under. A Murrayfield effort. Derek White. Somebody actually voted him in the papers this week the sexiest Celtic player. He didn't have votes like that in your day, Ali.
No, I wouldn't have got voted that anyway.
Oh, you're very modest. Kevin Gallagher picking it up. Aiken goes with them. And it'll be another corner. And Aiken is obviously very carefully watching Kevin Gallagher. That's a real threat, they realise.
He's the danger man. But Celtic have lifted the game slightly since McStay's pass. And really, they're now starting to motor.
Almost as if suddenly they've realised it's a cup final. That's McKinley. There by Mick McCarthy. Oh. Well, I don't know who had the first call for that. Back with faces to match their jerseys. Stay again. Picked off by Hegarty. Here's Gallagher. I think that ball, well, some of the players thought it had gone over. And I think what Gallagher is trying to get over is that Paatelainen wasn't in sight for the ball across.
It's interesting at the moment. Dundee United have switched Neri into the midfield since his injury. So he gets over his injury. They brought Malpass into centre half.
And David Neary walking this off. We did notice he went down twice. Wasn't looking at all comfortable. And that could be a useful ball. Bounce not so kind. Rogan. Bowman fights back. This is a crucial period for Celtic, Ali, because, as you say, they are tramping and they just begin to look impressive.
Oh yes, they've started to motor a bit. The left side of the field still not operating as well as the right.
Oh, too much. Now, David Neary is limping, and there are two subs warming up, John Clark and Sturrock. A tragedy for United if they to lose him at this stage. There's Eamon Bannon. Made by Aiken. There is Neary. Seemed to take that all right. McStay. This time Andy Walker gets on it. There's Bowman though. Burns. In comes Ferguson. Oh, you can't get any cooler than that. Shows you good understanding of defense when you can get away with a move like that. That's Morris. Tommy Burns. United have pulled everybody back behind the ball, bar Patilena. Morris deciding to probe. There is Paul McStay, and not the kind of pass that we expect of him. A kind of apologetic shake of the head. Well, I see Dave Davies back in his position now, Ali.
Yes, it looks as if he's a knock machine and he's run it off. It would have been a shame if he'd had to come off.
McInally just jabbed that through, but Celtic looking impressive in central defence at the moment. Free kick. Just a slight hint of a niggle there between Bannon and McAvenny. McCarthy looking very good in the air and offside. Exactly 15 minutes to half time. That's the scoreline. The best chance of the game, I think, having fallen to Joe Miller of Celtic. Bannon. Gallagher's Roy Aiken, thumping but fair tackle with Bannon. Gallagher. Back comes McStay, and Roy Aiken, in fact, Ali, is playing very well for Celtic.
Yes, it's his coolness at the moment. It's pulling them through. But Dundee United must be happy with the way things have gone so far.
It's loose, and there is Burns. Playing that ball to his left foot. There's the 1-2. Foul pass following right across, and I think handball. Tommy Burns having forced to the right-hand side there. He's not naturally right-footed. He's going to make it awkward turning round, and of course he had Alpha's breathing down his neck. McInally. Eamon Bannon and several thoughts about that. Oh no. Patalainen not so good when he has to come back deep and try to create. He's better in the air or quick touches in the penalty area. Offside, Andy Walker. Boy Hegarty. Free kick. Celtic's free kick this time. Hegarty again. I said the oldest man in the park at 33. Quite getting in now, Aiken. Delightful play by Celtic that time. They did get the opening, and Morris who likes to come forward. There's Buns on the wrong side of him again. Morris trying to fight it in. Referee Stillways play on. Rogan. Oh, that's not a bad shot. I saw him doing that against Hearts not so long ago at Tynecastle. He hits the ball very sweetly with his left foot.
Well, it looks as if at the moment that's the only way the goals are going to come, is from a knockout and a shot from a defender, because both defences are very tight.
Yes, he struck that well, just swirled away. Celtic really picked up the pace of the game. Oh, delightful stuff by Miller. Oh, the finish simply did not match the approach. He does it well, though. He's got this lovely, natural, kind of Tanner ball ability to body swerve and wriggle his way into a penalty area. There's Patalainen. He did well, once the leg to the side, Gallagher. Appeals for a penalty, but the referee rightly letting play on. No complaint from the Dundee United players. And there was a challenge. Yes, he played the ball and the man went after that. Gallagher almost getting away. Well, you always get the impression of Kevin Gallagher that he's going to get really past the defender. This afternoon I'm talking about, Celtic have just been clipping his wings. Here's Bowman. Patalainen. Aiken. That's not a bad ball. But it is a bad ball, I beg your pardon. Oh, it's very clustered and tight down there. Saudi had got men back. Now Miller. Oh, nearly fully recovered now. Dundee United's longest serving player back, I think, to full mobility. Gallagher on the left this time. Free kick, yes. He hasn't yet broken through, but the promise is always there, Ali.
Yes, Miller and him are doing, Bannon are doing very similar jobs. They're doing well up to the final bit and then let down.
Bannon free kick. David Nery, the up and under. Bannon took that beautifully. That's a very good ball indeed. Great play by Bannon to bring it down, swing round and get the cross over in that extremely limited space. It's a play of the highest quality. Billy McKinley shorter with that. Youngster seems to have gone out of the game temporarily. I think the play, Celtic picked up the play, so the youngster has slightly lost the play. Here's Ferguson. Eddie. Back to Lennon going for this. Aiken with him. Referee waves play on. There's no use back to Lennon complaining. I think it's a free kick, yes. Free kick to Celtic. Chris Morris. Bund. Morris always lying handy on the right. Looked kind of nervy now. Now this is youngster McKinley. Got out of that very well. Free kick. Very late, very cumbersome tackle. I think the referee rightly having a word with McCarthy about that. Just a gentle reprimand. It'll get stronger the next time. Again to Badalainen, and he got the touch this time. Ferguson. Very, very close indeed. That's good jumping by the big Finn. Really showing you his value there. Look, a good leap, and there was Ferguson. Yeah, well, the ball was going away from him all the time, and all he could do was flick out at underneath it just to try and flick it back. Didn't quite work for him. There's McKinley again. Very cool play, Patalainen. McInally broken up easily, now Bund. Miller. Rogan. That's an excellent ball, and Malpass is there. Hegarty. Miller trying to wriggle his way in. Bowman going with him. Malpass. Twice in 15 seconds using his head to great effect in the box. Nice touch to Padalainen. To Gallagher. There's Gallagher. Nice little double shuffle. And that's a corner kick. Roy Aiken complaining that he didn't touch that. The Celtic player McCarthy didn't touch it. No complaint from McCarthy. That was a good piece of football on either side, Ali.
Both teams are very evenly matched at the moment. Very evenly matched.
So, McKinley again. There's the touch by Padalainen, and McKnight confident again. Must say on the occasions that this goalkeeper has come into the Celtic side, I don't think he's ever let his club down. Let's stay. Here's Morris. Did that easily. Hegarty left for dead. Joe Miller is there. And there is Thompson. You know, it does occur to me that playing with the wind is an advantage, but not 100% an advantage. I'm finding it difficult to measure the passes. Celtic at this stage.
Most teams like playing against the wind, but I think in a cup final, you know, that wind helps you considerably. And it'll be to Dundee United advantage if they get to half-time.
And we are about 3 minutes away from half-time. Still no scoring. Burns. Miller. Burns. Well, that's a better ball, and look at all that space that Morris had. Yes. Thompson, very cautious about the way he got behind that. Yes, Patalainen. Bannon coming up on it a bit late. I think, in fact, George Smith is giving the free kick for that. Eamon Bannon's a very good interceptor, very good in a defensive situation like that, but he's not a good tackler. He intercepts well, but he's got a clumsy tackler. There's Malthus, there's Patalainen. Now Gallagher. We did that beautifully, and that was late. I think the referee is perhaps wanting one of these days when he doesn't officially caution anybody.
I think it's been very sportingly played, mind you. The free kicks have anything vicious at all. Been one of the most sporting finals so far.
And very even, as you said. Bowman. Eamon Bannon. Little back heeler there. Patalainen. No, the free kick was before that, and I don't think McCarthy was too happy with that attention. There's Bannon again. Gallagher. That'll be a bit too strong. Well, the wind, I don't know what it's like down there. We've been looking at the corner flags, and Ali is right. Not very windy, according to that sign at the corner flags. It's windy up here, up pavers are blowing away, and there we are. That's a better indicator of it. Billy Thompson. Brogan missing out there. And Ferguson a little bit hasty with that pass forward. Well, according to our utterly reliable BBC watch, we've played 45 minutes. There will be a certain amount of stoppage time. Taken, and that was Rogan creeping into space. Hidden. Miller. Useful ball again, Malthus. Drafted that well. Bowman coming in. McAnally. There's a nice little touch through, and there is Thompson. Took a bit of courage to go down to the feet like that, because Miller very fairly had decided he could go after the ball. Nice little 1-2, and watch this. And as we speak on that slow motion replay, so the halftime whistle goes. No scoring. The major feature of the game is the lack of chances or opportunities that either side have had, particularly when the defenses have been playing exceptionally well. I don't think too many nerves, as exemplified by young Billy McKinlay. Celtic, I think, had the best chance, Ali, but your overall feeling?
overall feeling that a draw at the moment is the right result. But I think Celtic will be disappointed because I think now Dundee United have the conditions.
I must say, the overhead conditions are absolutely superb. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, and there the great roar of approval as Celtic come out. I just wonder, getting back to the Peter Grant situation, how touch and go it was, and if it was the right kind of psychological thing to do to build up the possibility of him playing at all.
Well, I think it's a bit of a blow to Billy, because in his midfield he has all the skill in the world today, but he hasn't had someone who's got that absolute will to win that Grant's got. And I think the difference in the sides at the moment is the McInally and McKinlay in the Dundee United side in the first half of battle, but they're both young guys, and maybe in the end Celtic, who I think maybe overall in the first half just edged it.
And so we're almost at the start of the second half. No changes as we can discern. Dundee United starting the second half. Score still nothing each. David Bannon. Maurice Malpas has only been missed one game this season, and that was the suspension after the replay with Aberdeen. That's to Ferguson. Oh, nice play by McCarthy. There's certainly no shortage of confidence in the defences, that's for sure. Kevin Gallagher has been running well at this Celtic defence. Long ball, utilising the wind for the first time in this half. David Bannon, Patalainen. Just lacked a little conviction, and they went the way he went after that. Well, I shouldn't have got into that position. Kevin Gallagher. Free kick. And Gallagher really badly down there. I think it was a sheer mistiming of the tackle. A high one. And Aiken will certainly be booked for that, deservedly so. That's it. Why he's getting his name in the book now. Well, I think like all players, he indicates to the referee that it was his first tackle, first real offence. In fact, he's played superbly well. Really ought not to argue with referees. He's going to book him anyway. And talking about will to win, it's there in Roy Aiken, that's for sure. So, free kick to United. And with a strong wind at their back, could be interesting. Bannon can hit them, so can Patalainen. Bannon taking it. Well, he found the gap all right. And somebody must have moved out. In fact, the Dundee United player very cleverly moves out of the way. That was a very intelligent free kick, Ali.
Yes, he's very good at it. That's been the
and
first
here's Gallagher in the race. Gallagher, goal! Oh, what a superb goal! Dundee United 1 up. Oh, that was a piece of great acceleration by the youngster. Through he went. Aiken could not catch him, and that was stroked away with the greatest of confidence. We've played 4 minutes. United are in the lead, to the delight of that throng of United supporters under the enclosure. Now Joe Miller. Celtic will want to strike back immediately. This is Miller. Corner kick. Very good strike by the youngster, Alec.
Tremendous goal. We said before the game that was the threat. Gallagher through the middle with his pace, and he scored it. He took it magnificently.
Joe Miller to take this. McCarthy's been very good in the air. Excellent in the air all afternoon. And what do you know, we were making forecasts about the double, which is still on, I may say, for both Liverpool and Celtic. And now both of them are trailing from our last information anyway at Wembley. Straight to Morris, now Malpas. Here's Eamon Bannon. Patalainen took that very well. Fine tackle by Morris. Patalainen. Here's Eamon Bannon. To Gallagher a little bit too hard, yes. Well, Kevin Gallagher, the boy you see there, the goal scorer, comes from a great Celtic tradition. His grandfather, Patsy Gallagher, one of the great Celtic stars, major figures of the past, and slipped through the Celtic net, as it were. Great acquisition by Jim McLean. Celtic, however, will fight, Ali.
This is the testing time now for Celtic. The next 10 minutes. They'll need to get back in the game.
Morris. That's White. Oh, beautifully done. Now McStay. McInally close to McStay. Miller. Yeah, neat little toe interception there by Morris Malpas. Givetti. Miller. Morris went for a 1-2. But that's not a bad ball. I think it's gone over. Up had come Rogan, as I suggested. Rogan does get towards the far post ball very well. Goal kick. We've played 7 minutes. Down the middle again, Roy Aitken. Slightly hesitant there, there's Bannon. No. And Ali, I think this is where the great experience of these central defenders for Dundee United will pay off.
Yes, Hegarty and Neary together over the years have been very steady and very good. And today they've just worked a treat.
Here Joe Miller. Right down there, Rogan going in. Beautifully tucked away there. Now Ferguson. It's a long through one again. Patalainen. Morris. Yes, I think a push on Hegarty. On towards Gallagher again. Two youngsters beside each other. That's a goal kick. Derek White and Kevin Gallagher know each other extremely well through youth football, Scottish professional youth football. The Sun, the Dundee United defenders finding it difficult to defend. A brilliant run by Bannon. Rogan goes with them. And ball still in play. Burns. That's better play by Celtic. Miller. Good run by Miller, and little basketball touch there by Andy Walker. The linesman, in fact, had said he'd played the ball over before he crossed it. Yes, that's it. It had gone over, I think. Malthus. Yes, you were mentioning that you think McInally's handling McStay well.
Oh, he's handling McStay. McStay's not been seen in it other than the once in the first half. Just been watching, he's following him all over the place, and he's just put him out of the game completely.
Very brilliant play by David Derry. Really was. Really under pressure. Morris. Total miscue, and Patalainen. That was offside. Patalainen very slack. But Joe Miller given offside, but played something like 12 minutes of the second half. And there is an indication of Joe Miller saying they're wasting time. And there's a long, long way to go yet. Yes, Gallagher, deep middle turn, but free kick ball there on Tommy Burns. Morris really playing his heart out. Burns. McKinley. But that's a brilliant ball. There's no offside. Gallagher. Celtic defence totally caught out there. It was not offside. Superb piece of play by the 19-year-old from midfield, Billy McKinley. To Aiken. Hegarty. McKinley again. There goes Joe Miller. He's always looked very promising in the game, and that was a free kick, yes. The referee will have a word with Bowman. I don't think the card is coming out. Tommy Burns will take this. You'll get McCarthy up there. And White. There's McCarthy with it. Off the crossbar, I think. Not sure if Thompson got a touch there or not. Wasn't at all happy about it. Sun in his eyes. Corner kick. Billy Thompson looks slightly nervy there, Ali.
Yeah, I think he's carried a little bit luck all through the game today.
Burns. Eamon Bannon in the heart of the defence. McStay. Just for a moment I thought he was going to let fly himself. Now Joe Miller. There's McStay. Right off it. Now there are two players having quiet days, we noticed. One you've already mentioned, Paul McStay. I think Andy Walker, who's hardly been seen, and yet give the pair of them leeway for 30 seconds and they can change the game, Ali.
Yes, I give credit to the men that's marking them. McInally's doing a great job.
That was a crossbar right enough from that replay there. Down to Gallagher. There's Aiken. McStay. McKinley. Yeah, the youngster did that very well. Bowman. Ooh, there's Petalainen. I must say Dundee United have played this game very intelligently. Away goes Gallagher again, and he won't catch that one. He just got there. Ferguson. Bobby Burns. That's better play. Nice close possession. Rogan all the way round, and there's Thompson. McInally, who had the jersey almost pulled off his back. Free kick. McKinley, too much on that. And that's gone out. It wasn't a terribly good throw out, I may say. He's looking daggers at his fellow Northern Ireland internationalist, Alan McKnight. That's Anton Rogan. Again by McCarthy. Put up by McAvenny. Celtic players claiming that the head went down too low. And we're hearing the United supporters have been out-shouted and out-sung for most of the game, not at this moment. McKinley again beautifully playing in this game, he really is. He's almost got the touches of a veteran, Ellie.
Oh, the young lad's been really, really outstanding. He's not put a foot wrong. He had 5 minutes early in the game in which he found experience maybe too much. I can't stress enough, McInally and him at the moment are keeping Dundee United in with this chance.
Free kick to United, and McKinley himself is detected. There it goes, and Bannon! Oh! Really? A similar kind of opportunity that Joe Miller had. I think even a better one than Joe Miller had. I just watch it. It eluded everybody. Bannon coming in. Bent his head too low, very like Miller. A real let-off from which Celtic might benefit. And Paul McStay obviously trying to calm Tommy Buns. He said something. Roy Aiken. There it goes and away by Bowman. Just a degree of uncertainty in that United defence. Useful ball again. Rogan doing very well in the air. There's Ferguson, that's a useful ball. Kevin Gallagher. Now Jim McInally to Patalainen. That's a corner. I don't think there was any way he was going to hit the ball in from there, but he gets a corner out of it. Such a typical Dundee United counter-attack.
Yes, they've done extremely well, but they may live to regret that miss of Bannon's, because that was very similar to one in the first half. And Celtic are the club that's known for fighting back.
McKinley now. Touched away by Rogan. There's Bannon. Too much behind. Here's Bowman, and I think a hand, yes. Celtic pushing the game on now. 21 minutes played in the second half. McKinley, and away goes Gallagher. Straight through this time to McKnight. Obviously Gallagher's pace has been highly useful. There's Bannon. Burns. Miller. That's McInally's first mistake of the day, and it's a free kick. I thought he went for the ball myself. It's another very good one, and it's curling away. And again, you just got the impression the goalkeeper wasn't too happy with that.
Well, he's been very dodgy at coming off the goal line. Both goalkeepers have. That Celtic's final ball has not been in keeping with their normal standards.
Bannon with the nicest little deft touch with the head. Patalainen. Up comes Bannon. Taken across. Oh, very good tackling. Played particularly well. Morris. Well read by Hegarty. And I think we're going to have a Celtic substitution. The man, in fact, who turned the game in the semi-final against Hearts, Mark McGee. Looks to me as if Billy Stark might be coming on as well. But Celtic have a free kick. Good position for them. It goes just away. Oh. That was Derek White. And there's no doubt about it, Celtic with balls like these, giving heart attacks to these defenders. Now, Andy Walker and White are coming off. McGee and Stark come on. A barked instruction, and it means stick in there. There is McGee, and I think that's gone over. It's a goal kick. And now John Clark is coming on. Interesting to see who is going to come off. It's Patalainen. The big fin comes off. John Clark comes off. Tremendous bounce off this pitch. We had said we were out on the grass, and it looks lush and very, very smooth, most of it, but it obviously is hard under the... There it goes again. Appeals for hands, loud appeal. And I think the goalkeeper, the Dundee United goalkeeper, really has to try and assert himself. Really glued to that line is Miller. Gets across again. Yeah, Thompson and McAvenny. Close to it. Real Celtic pressure. Fighting back. And that was a ball across the goal. It's been troubling this defence. Bobbling about awkwardly. And whipped away. There's McCarthy. They start. Well, that's dangerous. Free kick, no. Light tackle. No, too much. "27 minutes gone. United still in the lead, 1-0. Trying to get that ball to Miller. He has looked very threatening in the second half. Really piling on the pressure, Celtic. Billy Stark. There's Miller. Chris Morris. Hegarty. Clark. Superb ball to Rogan, who's been coming up at that outside left position. Burns. Looking for the 1-2, and again. Well, how many times has he done that in the game? 4 or 5 very vital headers. Miller. He did that well. He's got the opportunity, and that is too much. Annoyed with himself about that. And he dragged the player out, inside out, and he couldn't match it with a finish. John Clark, who is very useful in the air, but Celtic are winning balls in midfield. Miller just getting there. Tommy Burn. Well, that's a very good ball indeed. Well, I think Morris had to go for that. The Celtic have to strike at everything and to see a glimmer of an opening. What's up by Clark, Jim McInally. Celtic running this game at the moment. Here's Morris. Very start, neat little touch. Play to the far side, here's Rogan. That's a better one, it's equaliser. McAvenny. The equaliser for Celtic. It looked on the cards all the way through there. Beautiful run by Rogan, and there was McAvenny with Paul Hegarty beside him, not making an effort to go for that. A little jink to the line, and over it came, and bang, a good opportunist goal there by McAvenny. Ali.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes has been all Celtic, and since the substitutions has been on the cards, they've put 2 or 3 balls in that's been near things, but it was a beautiful goal. McAvenny, I think Celtic deserved the equaliser.
Hegarty, McInally. McStay, brilliant play. Well, there's a great ball, Miller. Great save. Oh, David Neary, brilliant play by Neary. Kept his nerve in his head. Well, that's right beyond now. Here's John Clark. Up comes David Bannon. What a dreadful miss. Great play by United in the counter-attack. This is a run. Well saved. What the classic defensive play here by the tall Dundee United man, longest-serving member, David Neary, keeping very, very cool. And then this one here, look, laid right back into the tracks of Bannon, and he throws. I make it about 13 minutes left. Fun. Hegarty and away by Malkus. Still Celtic. Right into the tracks of Gallagher. Tried a 1-2 and a little bit too quick for that. Fully start, offside. Towards Clark. McCarthy will be in charge of this one way or the other, and is. Eamon Bannon preparing to take it. There's McKinley, Bowman. Not a bad ball. John Clark trying to get it through, and snap shot by Gallup. Knee knock there for McCarthy. Celtic really fought back well all the same, Ali.
Yes, I think Celtic, it's really become a real good cup tie now. Both teams are having a go, and it's end to end, but Celtic now look as if they could go on and win it now.
Well, Neil looking anxiously across towards McCarthy. I think and this is McCarthy there stretching out, and he bent round, yeah. Bad looking twist. And there, the jubilant Celtic supporters watching the team fight back yet again. Exactly 10 minutes remaining of ordinary time. Gallagher. Aiken kept to his task. Bounds. Sweeping that out majestically. Miller might have a go on his own. No, he tried to chip the goalkeeper. Long and high and straight through to McKnight. Good run again by Joe Miller. Does that so very well. He's trying to chip the keeper, I think. Nicely taken by Wallace, and Celtic still wanting to come forward. Wallace. Free kick. Paul McStay down.
Paul McStay, Miller's now suffering slightly from cramp.
Burns. Well over. Eight minutes left. Off start with David Neri to Bannon. Clark. That's not a bad ball across. Well, it's very warm out there. I know there's a kind of cooling wind, but I think on the pitch itself it'll be very warm. We're fast approaching extra time. It's all an unnecessary tangle. Ferguson. They'll be getting out of that. McAvenny. There's McGee. Then he follows up that with a corner kick. 7 minutes left. That time Higgity did go for it. No, too much of that. Swept away well by Bowman. Free kick. stay. Joe Miller. Good running by Burns. That's a good ball. Billy Stark is there. And a great save. Oh, that was a value of Stark in the air. All coming from that deceptive and hit and run there by Burns. He suddenly cropped up there. And what? Stark coming in, trying to beat it down for somebody. McAvenny almost there. Here's Evan Bannon. It's sent to Gallagher with a chance, and he's missed it. I think he's offside. Yes, offside, it wouldn't have counted. Nice touch down there. Oh, I'll tell you what. That was very close, Ali. McAnally. Hegarty to Gallagher. Ferguson. Let's stay. And Celtic's distribution in the last 15 minutes or so has been superb. Corner kick again. 4 minutes of the cup final, or ordinary time of the cup final left. Once again, that useful ball this time. John Clark was back. Tommy Burns should be cut off by McAnally, and is. Morris. Stay. Now first, no hesitation. He had to cut across. Stark out of his goal again, and this time a free kick. Put up. There's that Billy Stark there, Billy Thompson in his goal. Morris. Away by Malthus. Clever throw in there by Miller, wanted to get it immediately. And I think Dundee United scoring when they did really brought Celtic out. Miller. Goal kick. Got his slided and bended away towards that far post. 3 minutes of ordinary time remaining. Here's McKinley. Oh, tried to drift that forward to Bannon. Roy Aiken. Burns. McAvenny. Here's Joe Miller. Good tackling by Bowman. Everybody behind though. No offside. Races on, and McCarthy should make this. Rogan. McKinley did very well getting rid of that again. On goes Gallagher. Oh, very bad ball. Gallagher looking maybe slightly tired. McAvenny. for us. Celtic up the corner. We're in for the final minute. The lower one this time, and Dundee. McAvenny. 30 seconds from the end, McAvenny does it. There it was, breaking tomb, and he slammed it away. Lying handy in that position, and that should kill it, Elliot.
Very similar to the goal they got against Hearts. A hit ball into the goal mouth through about 6 defenders. But they've deserved it in the last 20 minutes. They've really played.
Here they go again. Billy Thompson. On to Kevin Gallagher. That's a good ball by Gallagher. Feels for a penalty, but it's a corner. Corner kick. Perhaps United's last chance there. Kinley with it. There's Derry down. And there goes the final whistle. The double for Celtic. A quite astonishing ending. And Billy Neal is being smothered by the bench. Not only winning, but in the most dramatic fashion. A delighted Billy McNeil. And there is Billy McNeil. Roy Aitken, to the great delight of not only himself but the supporters. And as that goes on, United players now, the winning goal again. Through it went, all the legs, breaking there to the unmarked McAvenny, rattling it in, the winner for Celtic, clinching the double.
Billy, congratulations, you left it a wee bit late.
We left it a bit late, that's right. We've done this a few times this season, but this team's been magnificent because they never give up. We knew beforehand the game was about 13 players, and it took the 13 players to give us the result today. Absolutely brilliant.
Did you ever have any doubts when Dundee United were playing so well and they going ahead?
Yes, well, obviously you've got to have doubts. Hence the reason we changed the system and changed some players, and all of a sudden it came right for us. I'm absolutely delighted. Those boys have worked so hard this season, and that finishes it off magnificently.
And centenary year, the double and your first season back.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'll be here in another 100 years' time, but I think that these lads will be remembered. I'm delighted for them.
I think the fans wouldn't mind if you were here in 100 years' time. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Frank McAvenny, unbelievable scenes at Hampden. I think you're responsible for them.
What can I say, Jack? It's been absolutely brilliant, ball.
Tell me with that first goal, Frank.
Not what I just remember Matt going for it, and the ball came to me, and it just that guided it towards goal, that was all.
The heads were rather down by that time, weren't they?
No, they weren't really. We knew we could come back, and we were hoping for an equaliser, and we got it. And once you get an equaliser, this team doesn't know how to lose or draw.
How did you see the second goal then?
I thought ball started coming in, and I knew he was going to put it in for goal. And I was hoping that someone would deflect it off the line. That was the best I get. But it felt lovely for me, and I just put it in.
And there are the dejected Dundee United players who fought so hard, with the Prime Minister, Mrs Thatcher, handing out the runners-up medal. Behind her, the Secretary of State for Scotland, Malcolm Rifkin, and the President of the SFA, David Will. And we now await Celtic coming up for the Cup.
The Cup, what's it feel like?
Great feeling. It's a centenary year. Double celebration. We're delighted.
Did you ever have any doubts?
Here we go. Watch this.
Well, I think they're finding it very difficult to extricate the Celtic players to come up for the presentation. There's a very patient-looking Prime Minister, ably assisted by Ernie Walker. And the Celtic players now coming up. And here comes the Celtic captain, very gallantly wiping his hands free of sweat, and receives the cup from the Prime Minister. Billy McNeill watching a scene of which he is extremely familiar. And down come the Celtic players, deservedly getting their individual cheer. Mick McCarthy and the Celtic team coming up almost in dribs and drabs are being kept back, celebrating. Tommy Burns, and not to forget the referee George Smith from Edinburgh. Well, what else do you expect them to do at a time like this? And in the background, the Prime Minister and Mr. Thatcher making their way out of the royal box. I am sure she has enjoyed herself enormously this afternoon. And so in particular have these Celtic supporters just in front of us. There have been many dramatic victories this season by Celtic in the last 15 minutes or so. But surely this takes the biscuit. Ali, they won it very deservedly for the fight back.
Yes, I would think over the whole game they edged out Dundee United. But you know, you always feel for the underdogs. I think before the game everyone hoped that Dundee United would give it their best. It wasn't a classic, but Celtic's power in the end, particularly coming from both wings, deservedly won them it.
I just get the impression that Dundee United may not have been totally at their best, but nevertheless they gave a lot to this game, there's no question about that.
Yes, I don't think they were outclassed in any means. I think the two substitutions went against them. Sometimes they go for you, but today I felt the substitutions went against the United.
And off Celtic go on their triumphal tour of Hampden Park. That massive support in the background. I think they're going to take some while before they get out of Hampden Park tonight. That's the cup. Looks a little bit fragile, almost lost in that crowd there, but there's a firm hand on it. The man who won the cup with his double, the double-double you might call it. I bet you he feels like keeping it. Well, Tommy's not a young thing, he needs a seat every now and again. He's been doing a little bit of weightlifting.
Roy, a phenomenal support behind you. You must be immensely proud to do the double in the centenary year.
I thought I'd seen a marvellous sight 3 years ago, maybe Dundee United the same way. But look at us here today again, it's fantastic. It's as much their trophies as ours.
Almost a replica of that match, wasn't it?
Exactly, well, we came back from the dead again. We've done it so many times this season. It speaks volumes for the character of the club and the players.
And Frank McAvenny never seemed to give up, did he?
Frank McAvenny's had a tremendous season. He seems to have brought himself alive again coming back to Scotland. He's a great player.
And a tremendous sport once again to see you, Roy.
We're delighted for them. It's a great day.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Tommy Burns, a pretty good feeling, I would imagine.
It's incredible. I can't find any words.
Not a bad performance, your own performance for an old man.
So they keep telling I'm getting older, but if I keep playing like I'll be playing, I'm 50.
Is that a promise?
Oh, that's a promise. Long as Celtic want me over there.
I think the boys behind wouldn't mind that.
Oh, it's been my pleasure to play for them, and I hope it's my pleasure to play for them for a few years yet.
Well, you were sitting on the cup. Does that mean to say that perhaps you
That means I'm taking it home with me.
good luck to you? Well done.
Thanks very much.
I don't think, Chris, there's any secret you're a little nervous before this match.
I think we weren't, perhaps in the early stages. It showed. All credit to Dundee United. They came at us and penned us back in a little bit. But we were confident in the end that we would keep going at them, and even if it was 1-0 with 2 minutes to go like it was at Hearts, I was sure that we would do it in the end.
Until recently, of course, you were playing English football. How does this compare?
I've never seen scenes like this in my life. It was unbelievable. Look at them. It's incredible. It's just great to do this for these people.
Did you honestly believe with 20 minutes left that you'll be holding the Scottish Cup now?
I thought maybe after extra time, and this is what it's all about. To be holding one of these makes a dream come true, honestly.
That's tremendous. Thanks very much indeed, Chris.
Thanks very much.
And Roy Aitken, who's, I think, running off today, has been asked to do a marathon round the edges of the pitch. There he is with Anton Rogan. Nice picture that, isn't it? Climbing up to get a very good view. The Hampden floodlights being used to good effect by the Celtic support. I think it'll have to be a PA announcement to ask them to go home. Flag signifying the centenary year.
Well, Al McKnight, it was clear yesterday in training that there was a slight problem with their number one keeper's cast. I think Pat realised then that there was every chance that he'd miss the cup final.
Yeah, well, it was always in the back of Pat's mind that he had missed. I didn't want to set my hopes up too high. It's a great occasion. I would have loved to have played. But I didn't want to build myself up in case, Pat was fit in the morning. So I didn't get excited until this morning when the boss came to see him coming walking towards me. And Pat dropped his head and I was delighted. But I was also felt terrible for Pat himself. It was an awful thing to get sat out of a celebration like this. Although he's part, but he's just left out a wee bit.
That was a tremendous first goal by Gallagher. How did you see it?
I thought maybe Roy was going to get a touch and I stayed in my line. I could have maybe come out and met him a bit earlier, but he struck it perfectly into the top of the net, and might have saved it some days, but 9 times out of 10 it would go in the back of the net. I'm just glad we got 2 at the other end. Make up for it.
Frank McAvenny just hasn't missed too many of his opportunities this season, has he?
No, he had a terrible day at the semi-final here at Hampden, into the same goal, and I was dreading if the same thing was going to happen today. For a moment it looked like we were going to struggle. Billy Thompson had a couple of great saves, but at the end of the day we nicked 2 goals, so we need it.
Well done. Thank you very much, Alan.
Thank you.
Good.
There we are. Looking all the way down from the Celtic support at their traditional end to the rather empty end of Dundee United. Hampden Park, we haven't seen a cloud all day. The only cloud for Dundee United was that 2-strike by Frank McAvenny late on in the game, indicating Celtic's fighting qualities again. The Celtic support quite simply refusing to budge. There they are, triumphant. Well, from Ali McLeod and myself.
And affected by injury, of course,